Okay, so I'm gonna start by washing my hands, and I'm gonna inspect the hair and the scalp. I'm gonna take a look at your nails. I'm gonna take a look at your eyes. I'm gonna have you close your eyes and look at your eyelids, your eyelashes. I'm gonna have you open your eyes. I'm gonna look at your cornea, your sclera, and then how about you pull down your eyes and look at your conjunctiva. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and do a visual acuity test on you. So I'm gonna hold this about 6 feet away. I'm gonna have you cover one of your eyes, and I'm gonna have you read the smallest line that you can.
LTFPH.
And then switch eyes. Read that backwards to me.
HPFTO.
Perfect. I'm gonna come and check your visual fields. So I'm gonna hang out right here and let me know when you can see my hands.
Okay. Good. Good.
Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and check your ocular movements of your eye, your extraocular movements of your eye. So I'm gonna hold my finger up. I need you to focus on my finger and not move your head. Just follow it. I'm gonna check for convergence. Thank you. Next, I'm gonna check your pupillary response in your eye. Perfect. I'm gonna check your anterior structures of your eye. All right. Moving on to the ophthalmic exam. I'm gonna go ahead and dim the lights and put you at an appropriate height. I'm going to take my ophthalmic scope and I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to hold it with my right hand and look into your right eye. Starting from a distance, I'm coming in and I'm observing the optic disc and the optic nerve, and then I'm going to trace your vessels in all 4 quadrants. And then if you can look directly in the light, I'm looking at your macula. Switching hands. I'm going to do the same thing, looking at your optic nerve, your optic disc, looking in all 4 quadrants and tracing vessels, and then look directly into the light. I'm observing your macula. Thank you. Now I'm going to look at your ears. So I'm going to palpate the anterior and posterior parts of your ears bilaterally. I'm going to stand behind you and I'm going to have you cover one of your ears, and I'm going to whisper 2 words. And I need you to repeat it back to me.
Coffee. Apple.
All right, switch ears.
Beach. Water.
Okay. And that was just checking for your auditory acuity. Now I'm going to look into your ears with my otoscope. So I'm just going to change the head of this. And I'm going to pull your ear up and out. And just look at the inside. Perfect. I'm going to pull your ear up and out. Look at the inside. Perfect. I'm going to check your TMJ joint, so if you could just bite down. Perfect. And then I'm going to look at your nose, so I'm going to check for patency. So I'm going to have you occlude one of your nostrils and breathe in and out. Perfect. Repeat it. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and change the tip of my scope here, and I'm going to look into your nasal vaults. Perfect. Now I'm going to palpate your frontal and maxillary sinuses. And now we're gonna move on to your lips. So I'm gonna take my pen light again. I'm looking at your lips. I'm gonna have you open your mouth so I can look at your teeth. And then let me see the bottoms of your gums. Perfect, top of your gums. Okay, and then I'm gonna have you open your mouth. Look at the base of your tongue, underneath your tongue. And then I'm gonna look at the back of your throat. Say ah. Perfect. Now I'm going to check your lymph nodes. So I'm going to start with your preauricular nodes and palpate your postauricular nodes, your occipital nodes, your tonsillar nodes, your submandibular nodes, your submental nodes, your superficial cervical nodes, and your posterior cervical nodes. And then I'm gonna have you lift your shoulders up, and I'm going to palpate your supraclavicular nodes. I'm gonna turn around back here, and I'm going to do an assessment on your thyroid. So I'm going to palpate your thyroid, and then I'm gonna need you to swallow. Perfect. And then I'm gonna have you take your shirt off, and I'm gonna move on to the respiratory assessment. So I'm just gonna move my camera back here so we can get a clear view. So I'm gonna go ahead and percuss. I'm gonna auscultate those areas. I'm gonna have you take a deep breath out each time. Perfect, and I'm gonna move on to your side. Same thing here, I'm just have you lift your arm a little bit, and I'm just gonna percuss. And I'm going to take a listen. Deep breath out again. Perfect. Switching to your right side. Go ahead and percuss. Have you lift your arm. And I'm gonna auscultate 3 times. Deep breath out again. One more time. Perfect. Moving on to your anterior respiratory assessment. I'm gonna go ahead and percuss. And I'm gonna auscultate. Deep breath out. Two more times. Perfect, and that concludes our exam.